back out again. This time we've crossed the border and we're in Scotland. So I'm currently in Dumfries and Galloway, but we'll be heading up onto the summit, and hopefully we'll be in the Scottish borders when we camp up tonight. But yeah, the weather's it's not too bad. Forecast looked a bit dodgy. I did look at the lakes and that looked a bit doubtful, so it looked slightly more better this side of the border, so I opted for this. The sun's trying to get out, a bit of blue sky behind us, so not too bad. Right, let's push on up, and if I find out interesting I'll bring you back. Right, we're doing good progress. But last time I was up here, which was the spring, I crossed over here and I followed along and up onto, well, it wasn't quite Crofthead, it was just off Crofthead, but this time I'm going to go up this one here and up towards Capel Fell and see if I can find somewhere up there. Okay, so this is where I should turn off. You cross the water down here, then you back up, follow that fence along, and then you follow it all the way along, and you can see all that sort of sharp shaly stuff there, and then you go that along that way. But I could go this way, but I'm not sure of the route. I mean, it looks like there is some kind of tracks, but I don't know if they're just animal tracks. And there is a fence. I could follow the fence up, but it looks rather steep, so we'll give it a go. Yeah, weather's closing in a little. Felt a few spots of rain, but so far so good. And this path has come around the corner a little, around the hillside, and there is actually a bit of a crossing there, so I'm going to head somewhere up there following that fence. Looks a bit of a slog though. So it's literally route 1 up, straight up, and there's a fence just at the top of there. I'm going to follow that. Just take a few steps at a time, have a break, and then just plod away. Just had a quick look at the map. I'm just under 1,200 feet. I think I've got about another 1,000 feet of ascent above us. So I've just had a few jelly babies. I'll have a drink and get a few more feet done. It's clouded in a bit, but I did try before to get out. But it's dry, which is the main thing. Alright, we've come along that track and we're following this fence, but it keeps giving false summits and then straight up. I think we've probably got another 500 feet of ascent, so let's bash on. Just when you think you've reached the top, the fence veers to the left, and that is the summit over there. But there's some ominous looking clouds coming in. I mean, it looks clearish behind, but it might have a few showers in it. We've made it to the summit, Capel Fell, 6, 7, 8 metres. But I'm not going to be stopping up here tonight because I've camped here a couple of times before, so I don't know if you can see, but I want to follow the wall back down, and then there's just up behind that wall over there. But yeah, that rain has just absolutely hammered that east side over there. Hopefully it stays over there. So I need really to get down and get myself pitched up before said rain showers come. It's brighter towards the west, but there's some real ominous clouds coming in, so I want to bash on. I'm all pitched up. As you see, I'm in the Duomid tonight. Seem to have plenty of room, and the wind isn't too bad here. You know, it's a little bit blowy, but this thing seems to be holding its own. And I haven't put all the guy outs out yet. I'll maybe put them out later on. I just wanted to get it up before any rain came, because yeah, them clouds over there, thankfully they've pushed further east and not towards me. So we're just Etttrick Pen over there. And that was Capel Fell we just come down. I think that one is Wind Fell, and I think Loch Fell's up there somewhere. But as you can see, out to the west it's slightly brighter. But I want to get the rest of the inside set up. Yeah, I forgot to say, I've got the two pole system tonight, so the poles are either side, so you've got the whole internal space to yourself. I got these extenders, I think I got them off eBay or something, got like a hinge on the top, but I've got half a tennis ball in just so it doesn't do any damage. So yeah, they seem to fit a lot better than that system I have, which in theory worked alright, but in practice it didn't. So right, let's get cracked on. That's us all sorted. So it's not quite quilt season just yet, so I'm still using the Alpkit Pipe Dream 600 and the Thermarest Neo X-Lite. I've also got my bivvy bag with us. Just depends what the wind chill gets like later on, but at the moment it's okay. I've got all my food and stuff ready to water. I brought my own water in with us this time. I've just got the one beer, and down this end I've just chucked my bag and my coat and just bits and pieces, dry sacks and stuff like that. But yeah, plenty of room in this one, and there's plenty of room, ventilation around it. So this is the 3F UL gear inner in the Duomid. It's designed for the Lanshan one, but it works fine. I've added a little bungee tie at the back so you can just get that little bit of extra height, and I'm using a ground sheet at the front from a Lanshan one as well. Yeah, all sorted. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a bit of rain tonight, because it's got very low over that's towards Hartfell where I camped in August, and that's the I can't remember the name of it now, the one above Greymare's Tail where Loch Skeen is, and but yeah, there's plenty of cloud over that way and very dark, but that's east, that's away from me, so it's not coming this way. Right, brew time. Right. Where's the big long spoon? So I've got beef risotto tonight. Very nice. Nice and warm. Cheers. Alright, it's just tent time from now on. A shower did come through about 5-10 minutes ago. And I think it's got a bit more blustery. But everything's all good so far, so I've just been listening to a bit of music, had a bit of chocolate. We're on to 7:45 now, so I'll just be chilling. Early night. I think the forecast for the morning, it's supposed to be damp. But the good thing with this tent, I can pack everything inside and then just chuck the shelter down at the end. Yeah, so, and there's plenty of room in here. Right, catch you all in the morning. Morning campers. It's a bit of a blustery night, a few rain showers in and out, but it looks like it's going to start to rain again. I got the door open. I'm just going to make a brew, but I was hoping the rain would stay off for a little longer to get a brew on outside. But anyhow, get a brew, we'll get packed up, and we'll start heading down as soon as we can. It's more or less all packed up. I've just got a couple of bits of rubbish to pick up, take the inner down and drop the shelter, but yeah, not much to see, nothing at all. Just starting to lift a little. But, hopefully as we start to set down the hillside it might lift a bit more. But yeah, we survived okay. A bit of my rubbish there. No problems, tent was solid. It was blustery, but it wasn't as bad as last week, 2 weeks ago even. Right, let's get the rest down. This is where I was pitched up. Everything packed away, all my rubbish. It's starting to lift very slightly, but we're still in the gloom. And it's very wet underfoot, but we're going to head back down this way. Going back a slightly different route this morning, just to mix it up a bit. But yeah, not a bad night. Wasn't as wild as I was expecting, but I think this wall maybe, you know, protected us. Right, I'll catch it on further down. Right, so this is the fence that we crossed yesterday. We went across this side and then walked up that way, and that was the summit to come off Capel Fell coming down. But we are going to follow this wall fence, and it drops down into the valley, and I pick up a track in the forest, but as you can see, you can't really see. It just opened up a second. You can just see, just cleared through. See the valley on the other side, and you can just see the tip of the forest that we're going to be heading down into. And the wind is howling up here. But yeah, cleared just like that. Yeah, so we follow this down, and I think there's a track, I don't know if you can see it, just, and it runs back down and around. But yeah, it's clearing up now. So yeah, I've just come down off, I was a bit further up on that one. Yeah, as quick as it's opened up, it's now closed back in again. And I've got this side of the fence now, so I don't have that to cross. I found a bit of a low spot. To the dark forest. Go back up towards the hill. Just popped out the forest here, picked up the path, or the forest track. So the dual pole system seemed to work a treat last night. That new rigid extension that I've got for it, you know, it works a treat. It's got like a little hinge at the top, and I just put my half tennis ball just to protect the top of the tent. and then you comes with a little guy line, so you guy out the 2 poles so they can't sort of stretch right out. Just keeps them nice and tight, and it seemed to work a treat. So yeah, and it gives you so much more room inside the tent without having that pole in the centre all the time that you were always fighting with. So that takes that away. Yeah, and it was quite windy at times last night, so it was, you know, it was a good test for it. So yeah, definitely be using that system again for the Duomid. Okay, we're not far from the car now, just in time. I think it's starting to rain. We've been lucky, the rain has kept off all the way down, so that's a good thing. So yeah, another wet night, but you know, it was a good test of the Duomid. No problems to report. Just no sunset was pretty non-existent, as was the sunrise, which you're not going to get one in the cloud, are you? But as always, it's just great to be out. So until next time, thanks for watching. See you again.